My man, it is good to see you again.
Yeah, you too, Dave. Thanks for coming.
You're evil.
Thank you.
Is it fun to play evil?
Yeah, I would definitely say it's more fun to think that the audience doesn't have to like me. You know, if you're playing in a movie and you think like, oh yeah, like billions of people have to think what I'm doing is correct, then you're like I don't know, I think stuck a little bit. But with this, I could do like anything. I could be as absurd, as silly, as angry, even as like friendly as possible, because it's all contextualized by this horrible person.
Right, and so let's talk about your character, Lex Luthor.
Okay.
Such an iconic figure. I mean, what's the pressure to get that right? Because people know who Lex is.
I feel the same pressure to do well with this that I feel in doing a movie that no one knows about, because I just want to do well for myself. But I knew that if I did a good job with this and kind of gave it a fresh take, and that people thought it was nothing like they expected, but they still liked it, then I would be successful.
You and I met in London. Well, we met a couple of times, but we took a picture together, which I could finally post.
Good.
Because you had that look.
Right.
And you were like, please don't post that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to post it next week.
Yeah, I spent a year wearing hats.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that. I heard you were like hiding, and you had hoodies over, and
yes, to go from like the trailer where you get, because I was wearing a wig in the movie of long red hair, to go to the set, to walk 5 feet, I had to put on like the kind of an antebellum farm woman's handkerchief.
How did you keep secrets? Because I'm not even in the movie, and people are asking me about it. I just saw it. It's fantastic.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
But how did you keep secrets?
I am not surrounded by like fans of this stuff. Like my girlfriend and my friends, like they're not like comic book aficionados, so no one was like prying it out of me. So I didn't feel this like need to keep secrets. So I kind of felt. And I didn't grow up reading the comic books, so I was not like really shocked by anything I read in the script, because it was all new to me. And then, of course, after I started doing the movie, I read all the comic books. But to me, it was easier to keep a secret than knowing about, like, oh, my friend cheated on his wife, something like that. That you want to tell everybody, of course.
I'm not really into comics hardcore as well.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted this new. I mean, I know Lex Luthor, I know Superman, I know Batman. So I think that was kind of refreshing for me. I was going to ask if you're a comics fan.
Yeah, and actually, yes, I'm like you, and I also think like what I really liked about the script had nothing to do with the superheroes. What I liked about the script and this story was that it was actually talking about these really interesting themes. Like, my character looks at Superman and says, a guy like this should not be able to exist. He has too much power. And I think, it's like how we talk about like nuclear weapons now. Like, should we have a nuclear arsenal? They're really dangerous. Even if we have them as a deterrent, they could still be used and destroy cities. So like there's all these themes in the movie that I think are relevant to modern life, even though they're discussed through superheroes.
Most important thing we got to talk about today, because it was so funny when you and I met. You've never been to Houston, Texas, yet you're a Rockets fan.
Yeah.
And we lost Josh for a minute, then we got him back.
Yeah.
Are you still a Houston Rockets fan?
It's been a hard year.
It's
been a really hard year. Like, I don't know what's wrong. I thought you were going to lose Dwight Howard. I don't know. It's a really hard year. I thought this would be like the year. I don't know.
Well, you should probably like the Astros. They're going to do a little bit better.
Oh,
we
really?
shouldn't have fired McHale.
Yes, I know. Yes, it was early on. And I think maybe they could if they make the playoffs, then maybe they could turn it on there, because you have the talent. You have one of the best rosters in the league.
Do you know that people think I offered you money to talk about the Rockets? Because my producers, we play this on the air, and they're like, he really likes the Houston Rockets. He loves Josh Smith. One of the first conversations we had. So it's real.
No, the Rockets have been a fun team since when I was a kid, you had the best team in the league. So that's that I've been embedded with them.